I used to live inside what already passed, like yesterday was built to last. Polaroids pinned up in my head, sleeping in a stranger's bed. I wore my failures like a second skin, calling it fate, letting darkness win. But somewhere in the quiet night, a crack of doubt let in the light.
I kept old versions like borrowed skin, familiar pain I stayed stuck in, playing back the same old scene, a ghost inside a movie screen. I traced the outline of my fears, signed my name in salt and tears. But even comfort started to fade when I saw what I could have made, like a house I never built, on the ground of all my guilt.
Not everything ends, some things just shift. Some doors don't close, they wait for us to lift.
If the past is a song, we don't have to sing. We can lay it down, let a new note ring.
I choose a life I haven't lived yet, with all the roads I still could get.
Not bound by what I can't forget. I break the chains of my own regret. Every step rewrites my name on pages soaked in midnight rain. Every scar becomes a flame, guiding me through all the same. I choose
the life I haven't lived.
I lose
the cages that I give.
I choose
the life I haven't lived.
I lose
I am not the weight of what fell through. I'm the first breath of something new. I am not my father's quiet rage. I'm the one who walks off stage
when the script don't fit my voice, when the ending's not my choice.
I am not the hurt that made me small. I'm the echo learning to stand tall. I'm not the echo of goodbye.
I'm the tear that finally dries.
I'm the color after gray.
I'm the girl who chose to stay.
We are not what we've been through. We are what we choose to move into. Like rivers breaking out to sea, we become what we set free.
If tomorrow is still unclear, then I will walk without fear. Every shadow on the wall is just the light that hid it all. If the sky decides to fall, we'll dance beneath the broken wall. If my hands are almost bare, I still have this midnight prayer. If the map burns in our hands, we'll still cross these foreign lands. If the stars forget our names, we'll write new ones in the flames. I begin again on purpose. We're shaking hands with open eyes under these ordinary skies. I begin again, I won't forget. I choose the life I haven't lived yet, on purpose, on purpose.
I learned the shape of shrinking rooms, four walls closing like a bloom. My voice got small in heavy air, like I was ghost smoke hanging there.
I stayed where I became less real. Now my tongue forgot to feel. Called it fine and called it home, while my heart slept all alone.
I watched myself turn down the light to fit the frame and not the fight. Calling it patience, calling it grace, while I erased my own damn
face. I wore a smile like borrowed skin. Quiet storms beneath my chin. Told myself this is what love is,
while I kept bleeding at the wrist of it.
Not every place deserves my stay. Not every silence is okay. Not every promise keeps me whole. Not every touch is good for my soul. I won't stay where I disappear, like rain and static swallow clear, where I'm present but never near, a shadow folded into fear. I choose the space where I remain, even if it carries pain. I'd rather ache in honest light than vanish slow in someone's night. I won't dim down just to fit in. I won't turn love into a prison. If I must lose to stay sincere, I'll lose the room, not what I am here.
No more shrinking to be enough. No more calling fate in love. No more sorry for my sighs. No more starving just to rise.
No more folding into small. No more echoes down the hall. No more begging to be seen. No more cutting at the seams.
If I'm too much for this old fear, then I'm just right for somewhere clear.
If leaving is a form of truth, then I'll step out and choose. I'll walk barefoot through the doubt till every hidden hurt walks out. If breaking is a quiet prayer, then let these fractures lead me there, where I can breathe without a lie, where even my tears feel dignified. I won't stay where I disappear, where my name just hangs in the atmosphere. I'll take the road with shaking knees, over a throne that makes me freeze. I choose a space where I remain, written in bone and not in shame. If I must lose what kept me small, I'll trade those chains for one free fall. I am still here,
soft and stubborn, brave and clear.
I am still here,
and I will stay here.
in every breath I choose to hear. I am still here,
And I won't stay where I disappear.
Your room has echoes you don't invite. They sit in corners and dim the light. Old coffee cups on the windowsill hold little ghosts that won't stay still.
There's a shirt on the chair like it's still on you. The city hums but it feels see-through. But emptiness isn't what you feel. It's just space that hasn't learned to heal. I used to think quiet meant something was gone, like absence meant I did something wrong. Counting the cracks in the ceiling at night, thinking love left when it left my sight. But
Silence can stretch without breaking apart, like it's making room inside your heart, like a sky that's clearing after the rain, where every star is growing out of pain.
not everything missing is lost.
Not everything comes with a cost.
Some broken things still shine in the dark. Some slow goodbyes still leave a spark.
Only doesn't mean you're empty.
It means there's space still gently
Waiting for something new to arrive.
without needing to survive.
We don't have to fix this love tonight.
We can't let
The cracks catch candlelight. We can let the silence hold what's true.
I don't have to heal.
I just have to sit here with you.
Even nights without a sound can still hold something profound, like a movie screen before the show, like footprints hiding in the snow.
I'm scared that if I speak, I'll break the spell.
I'm scared that if you leave, I'll know too well.
But your breathing's like a lo-fi track,
A vinyl hiss that brings me back.
If being alone feels white and cold, maybe it's just space being told that love's not a race we have to win.
It's a door we're learning to walk through again. We are
Chipped edge mugs and midnight calls, half-read books on bedroom walls. We are faded Polaroids and static rain, perfectly imperfect, breaking the same. Lonely doesn't mean you're empty.
It means your heart's still gently
Saving a seat in the soft half-light.
for whatever love feels right.
We don't have to fix this love tonight.
We can't let
The moon do what it likes.
let tomorrow take its
Time to start,
I don't have to fix you.
just to hold your heart.
You are not empty.
You are unfolding.
Like a record slowly turning, never quite done.
You are not broken.
You're just between songs,
Waiting for the sun.
I used to think the story had a final line, like everything I was would stop in time, like credits rolling on a broken screen, fade to black on every stupid dream. But endings don't arrive the way they said. They creep in whispers not in red. They blur instead of cutting threads. Loose pages flutter in my head.
I wore my failures like a second skin. Thought every closed door meant I'd never get in. Every mirror was a film of dust. I called it fate, but it was rust.
I traced my name in coffee stains, trying to rinse away the old refrains. But even when the curtain fell, the echo said, "You're still not done as well." I thought I'd disappear where I felt too small, shrink to nothing pressed against the wall, like silence was the end of all.
Like no one cared enough to call.
But even quiet keeps a pulse beneath, like snow that hides a world of teeth, a hidden rhythm underneath,
The lullaby that still has grief.
Not everything closes,
Some things expand.
a heartbeat composes.
What we don't understand.
Maybe this is not where I am,
Just a turn I didn't understand.
not a finish, not a fall.
Oh, oh, just a shift inside it all.
Maybe I'm a match,
The rain,
still a spark inside.
the pain.
Maybe breaking doesn't bend.
Oh, oh, maybe this is not where I am.
I'm more than almost every could have been.
I'm more than every shadow I've been living in.
I'm not the letters that I never send.
I'm not the nights that came in when
The past is just a crowded train.
faces pressed against the window pane.
We wave goodbye Not every goodbye
is really the end.
Maybe this is not where I end.
Just a page I still don't comprehend.
Not a failure, not a fall.
Oh, oh, just a quiet curtain call.
Maybe I'm a house
In a storm,
shaking, but I'm
keeping warm.
maybe losing's how I met.
Oh, oh, maybe this is not where I am.
If life keeps rewriting what it means,
Then I am more than what I've been.
like a film grain dancing on the screen.
A ghost in every in-between.
If every scar's a line in ink,
Then maybe I'm allowed to think
that every time I break again, the cracks let all the light rush in.
not the last scene,
Not the last song,
still off key.
still holding on. Maybe this is not where
I am
just a corner I have yet
to bend.
not the credits, not the fall.
Just a camera pull from it all.
Maybe I'm a late bloom,
Tree,
roots as tangled as I ever could be.
maybe this is how I begin again.
Maybe this is not where I end,
Not the end,
just becoming.
not the end, still becoming.
Not the end.
We're becoming.
We held a moment like it owed us time. White-knuckled hands on a clock in decline, trying to freeze what refused to align. Polaroid shaking in a moving skyline, but even stillness was moving on, like soft rain sneaking through a ceiling at dawn, quietly rewriting what we thought was gone, turning all our always into almost and gone.
I used to think love meant holding on tight, like grip could keep it from losing light. Like if I built a house from every sleepless night, you'd live in the hallway and I'd leave on the light. But some connections aren't built to remain. They're soft paper boats on a hard restless rain. They're meant to change us through the pain, a bittersweet bruise with a beautiful stain.
Not everything is meant to last. Some things just move us past, like trains that never slow enough to board, but still change the silence after they roar.
Maybe we were meant to learn, not stay, to understand then drift away. Not unfinished, not incomplete, just something we were meant to meet. Like a song you only hear halfway, that still hums in your bones the rest of the day. Maybe we were meant to break this way, so we know what our hearts can't trade away.
You weren't mine to keep in place, a wild tide I tried to draw with a pencil trace. I wasn't yours to erase, just a chapter you underlined and left in its place. We were thunder with no steady rain, echoes in a tunnel calling out each other's names. If meaning doesn't need forever, then leaving still means together. We're two stars and never share the same sky, but still teach each other how to say goodbye. If every ending is a borrowed flame, then every scar is just love signing its name.
Maybe we were meant to learn, not stay, to love then finally look away. Not a failure, not defeat, just two roads kissing before they split east and west on a quiet street. Maybe we were meant to lose and find hidden pieces of our own soft mind, through the way we broke, the way we bent, through every word we almost said but keeps the shape of flame. Two ghosted footprints in the rain. We didn't last, but in the cracks we grew.
You became more you.
I became more me too.
So if we pass like strangers on some ordinary day,
we'll know our little fall apart, still lit a better way.
morning slips in through the torn up blinds, dust like constellations in your eyes. Coffee in a chipped up cup, going cold, heart still humming what the shadows told.
It doesn't ask about the slamming doors, the names we dropped like clothes on the floor. It just leans its golden weight on my skin, like it's saying start over, come back in.
Your jacket's hanging on the kitchen chair, smells like smoke and a wild night's air. My throat's a church where your name still rings, but the sunlight unravels all these things. I used to drag yesterday like a chain, writing alibis for every stain, folding shame into my pocket seams, letting guilt redraw my dreams.
But dawn kicks in like an unpaid rent, breaking through the stories that I invent. Light walks in without my consent, and edits every line the dark had sent.
You're the echo in the empty bed, I'm the movie still stuck in my head. But the sky turns pink like an easy lie, like it's saying we lived, we didn't die. Nothing demands explanation, we're just bodies in rotation. Every breath a revelation, this slow soft renovation. We're not tied to one confession. We're just passing through progression. Morning doesn't ask what last night was, doesn't cross-examine every touch. It doesn't judge us, doesn't keep score, doesn't replay us on the bedroom floor. It's simply open, soft and wide, like a cinema screen of blinding white. And all our sins, cheap wine and lies, fade out quiet in the flood of light. Morning doesn't care what we confessed or how we changed your dress, my address. It just pulls the curtain from our eyes, lets the past fall off like a disguise. You are not the words you couldn't say,
I am not the phone I threw away.
we are not what the night became.
We're the spark still hiding in the flame.
We're the film that never made the cut,
We're the door that didn't have to shut.
we're the scene the credits never claim.
We are what the light reclaims.
If time moves on without asking why, like trains that never circle back to try, then maybe I can leave the wreckage there.
Let the dust just hover in the air.
If the
Clock hands never turn around, why should I dig up every buried sound? I'll let the questions rust in yesterday and trust the sun to burn the rest away. The day begins
like a gentle light,
a second chance
in a blinding sky.
The kettle sings,
The city sighs,
street lights fade from their alibis. The day begins
the credits roll
on the midnight mess that we can't control. The screen goes white, the reel rewinds. The day begins, and so do I.
past the places that used to bend my breath, where every step felt closer to regret. Ashtrays full of promises we swore to keep, coffee cups and midnight talks that stole our sleep. But they don't pull the same way anymore, like they forgot what they were made for. Like old ghosts fading in the morning light, still in the room, but softer to the sight. Memories still show up uninvited, like postcards from a storm. I once survived it. They rattle in the dresser where your sweater sleeps. They hum in every song the city keeps, but they don't stay the way they used to fight it. Their teeth are dull, my heart won't bite it. They drift through me like weather in slow release, not breaking me, just passing me in peace. Like rain on windows I don't open wide, just tracing shapes then slipping down the side. It didn't vanish, it just lost its grip, like an old film reel burning at the tip. Nothing is as heavy as it used to be. Even the past feels lighter in me, not because it's gone, but I see it doesn't get to decide for me. I've been walking through the wrecks so long, the rust turned into roots and I moved on. Nothing is as heavy as it used to be. I'm still me, just breathing more free. We didn't erase what came before, we just don't carry it the same anymore. The suitcase on my chest is finally unlatched, the pieces of our winter slowly unmatched. I wear the echoes like a borrowed coat, a little warm but warm enough to float. We're not the fire, just the quiet glow, ash on our skin but ready to grow. If weight is only what we hold, then I'm learning to let go. Like leaves in fall, just giving in, trusting the ground to take them in. If every heartbreak is a stone, I built a small house of my own, with all the tears I couldn't hide. Now there are windows I can look outside. It was heavy, like rain on a tin roof in the dead of night, like saying your name by the dashboard light, but not forever. Now it's just a distant song in bad weather. It was heavy till I laid it down gently beside my feet. Now every step still remembers the beat, but not forever. I don't know the shape I'll take in time, but I feel it forming in my mind like a Polaroid still coming through. Faded colors turning into truth. I've worn faces that were not my own, tried to carve my name in borrowed stone. Every mask I used to hide behind, cracked enough to let in light. We are not fixed in what we've been. We shed old skins and grow back in. Every scar is just a secret door to the souls we're searching for. Even uncertainty has a face, like a stranger in a familiar place. In the mirror of some future day, we'll know it when we look that way. We are not lost,
just not there yet. Holding our breath in this silhouette. Somewhere ahead we'll recognize ourselves, not by memory but something else. Not what we were, but what we grew into, something broken and true. Somewhere ahead in a softer light, we'll see our shadows finally fit just right. All that we carried, all we've been through, falling like leaves till only the core shines through. The future doesn't need control, it only asks we let it unfold. Like a record with a quiet hiss, every crackle hum, and you were made for this. The road keeps changing under feet, but the same old heart still finds its beat. Every wrong turn, every bruise and bend, drawing circles back to who we've been. We are the houses we outgrew, empty rooms with the perfect view, packing up versions we outlived, leaving the ghosts a little love to give. We are the songs we never wrote, half-heard lines caught in our throat. Someday we'll sing them soft and slow and say that's us, and somehow know if becoming is never done, then we are still becoming one. Like two low lights on a midnight road, finding the same place to go. If every lifetime is just a try at learning how to say goodbye, then every ending that we survive is just a new way to arrive. We'll know it when we arrive, like deja vu. Like where we've always belonged. I kept waiting for a signal to begin, like certainty would somehow let me in. Staring at the door that never moved, calling every silence I'm not yet approved. My coffee got cold in the same old chair, days turn into dust in the same old air. Every yawn was carved a groove in my brain, a gentle little prison with a pretty name. You don't need a perfect moment to start. Most beginnings don't know what they are. They trip on their laces and fall to their knees. They learn how to walk by bruising their dreams. The map gets drawn by the soles of your shoes. The past shows up when you dare to lose. They find their shape as they move through time, not before they cross the trembling line. Waiting feels safe, like standing in a house that's already on fire. Waiting feels kind, but it never arrives, it just keeps getting quieter. Start before you feel ready, with your hands shaking, broken but steady. Let your voice crack, let your doubts intrude. The first step doesn't need to prove, it only needs to move. Start before you feel ready. Let the rain fall slow on your confetti. You don't have to know what you're stepping into, just lean on the faith that the ground will find you. Fear will talk like a late night friend, saying play it safe until the very end. Drawing worst case pictures on my bedroom wall, but they start to fade when I start to fall. Courage sounds quiet, almost hard to hear, like a soft try again. Underneath the fear, you still get to choose which voice you take home, the one that keeps you small or the one that says go.
Fear will talk, but it won't decide. We still get to choose our side. Two soft hearts on a tightrope line, learning to trust one step at a time.
If clarity comes after you try, then begin before you ask it why. Let the road explain itself in dust and light. Let the wrong turns teach you what feels right. You can pray for a sign in the sky tonight, or be the match in your own dark night. Every heartbeat writing now in code, every breath another open road. Start before you feel ready, with your fist held loose and your grip unsteady. Let the past sit quiet in the rearview blue. The next small inch is enough for you. It only needs to move. Start before you feel ready, like a Polaroid blur turning slow to memory. You don't have to know what you're running toward, just trust that the cracks but the sunlight pour. Begin on the wrong word, on the offbeat, with tangled thoughts and heavy feet. Begin in the quiet when the room feels loud, in the middle of a mess, not the middle of a crowd. Begin before you feel steady, before you feel steady. Start before you feel ready.
The ceiling hums in a language of white, fluorescent rivers that never sleep right. Your coffee goes cold before you decide if you're a ghost or just passing the time.
Your tired reflection in the photocopier glass, heart on a swivel chair, spinning too fast. You swipe your badge like you're crossing the line between who you were and what you've resigned.
Screens keep blinking like they're asking for more, but nothing you give ever settles the score. You're not the number stacked on a page, or the quiet stress you carry each day. Your dreams sit folded in your bottom drawer, right next to memos that you just ignore. You trade your sunrise for a parking lot glow, punching in hope so the fear doesn't show.
This place moves fast, but you don't have to. You can miss the train and still make it through. Close your tired eyes, let your heartbeat speak. You are not this rush, you are something deep.
The office lights don't know your name,
They flicker on, they're all the same. They don't define who carries the blame or who walks out still burning with flame. You are not the weight of the task you survive, not just a typo someone revised. You are the one still learning to be alive, a slow bloom dawn in a neon sky.
You're more than a Monday, more than a file, more than an outbox, more than denial. You're the song in the hallway nobody hears. You're the ink
That remembers all your missing years.
let deadlines pass like weather outside. You are allowed to step back and decide. You can leave some answers left unread, let all the urgent turn quiet instead.
Your heart is not a calendar square.
You're more than the swivel of your own office chair.
You're the rain on glass on a Friday night.
The courage to walk toward a different light.
If work becomes the only sound, then breathe until you turn it down. Let the buzz of the phones fade out to a hush. Let the clatter of keys lose its holy rush.
If the paycheck feels like a paper chain wrapped round your chest, whispering your name, remember the stars don't clock in or out. They shine off the record,
They shine without doubt.
you're not your inbox, not your chair,
not the kind regards
hanging in the air,
not the small talk, whether in the elevator ride, not the tears you blink till they're dry inside. You are still you, even here. You're the laugh you save for the ones you love, the soft enough sent to the sky above. You are still you, clock out, remain. The office lights don't know your name, but the night outside, it knows your face. There's a quiet road, there's a softer place. You are still you, more than this game. The office lights don't know your name, yet every step you take beyond their glow is a promise to the self you used to know.
The ceiling used to press too close to me, like thoughts that never learned to leave. 4 a.m. and I could hear the plaster breathe, echoing every doubt I'd never speak. But something shifted when I dropped the battle, when I let the cracks just be their own small story. Even the air felt less like static, more like a tired friend who's in no hurry. I used to measure space by what it held, heavy silence I couldn't expel. Every shadow wore my name like a label, every teacup trembling on the table. But now the corners don't feel sharp, just soft outlines around my heart, like Polaroids that never quite developed. Blurry proof that I've been breaking, then I've healed up. Nothing changed outside, but I changed inside. Same 4 walls, same crooked frames, but I don't stand in the same old shame. The room feels bigger when I breathe, like the weight forgot how to stay with me. Like a movie scene in slow release, dust in the sunlight dancing free. Not because it's gone, but because I see it doesn't define what I can be. I'm still a mess, but I'm finally mine. Drawing new maps in the same old design. The same old design. We didn't rebuild the walls we knew, we just stopped letting them define the view. I wrote my fears in fog upon the window, watch them fade in the first light's glow. I hung my doubts like clothes out in the weather, let the rain and wind fray every tether. Side by side on the hardwood floor, same small room, but it's not so small anymore. If breathing is a kind of return, then I am finally learning to count the cracks like constellations, tiny maps out of isolation. If letting go is losing ground, then let me fall, don't catch me now. 'Cause in the free fall of my chest, I find a home I never guessed. This isn't lightning, it's a quiet spark, a match struck gently in the dark. You hold the silence, I hold the sound. Somehow we both stop backing down. The room feels bigger when we breathe, like the weight forgot how to anchor me. Like an old film flickering frame by frame, 2 silhouettes both learning our names. Not because it's gone, but because we see we're so much more than what broke us free. We're still a mess, we're still not fine, but every inhale redraws the lines. I breathe and I stay, you breathe and you stay in this same old room. breathe. And I stay. I used to count what disappeared from me. Every slammed door, every set of keys. Like every loss was what I couldn't be. Like every ghost was dragging down my feet. But something stayed when everything fell. Acquired a strength I didn't tell. Like a low hum under all this noise. Like a cracked voice still choosing to rejoice. What left my life didn't just erase. It redrew lines on my unmarked face. It pulled the chair from where I'd always sat. Made me dance with the shadows and all of that. Even absence carved something true. Like soft rain cutting the stone into a version of me I never knew. Learned to bloom in the dark without you. Nothing was wasted, it only changed form. Like winter's cold hands making spring feel warm. The things that left me still built me, brick by brick in the in-between. In ways I didn't expect to see. In the mirror when it stared back at me. Every end and I thought I lost. Every goodbye I counted as a cost. Was quietly paying a different cost. Paving roads where my heart felt lost. Left me, built me, broke me, healed me. Empty pockets, but the lessons filled me. All the pieces that I couldn't keep turned to stars that watched me fall asleep. I am not less for what is gone. I'm the same old record with a braver song. I'm coffee at midnight, shaking hands, still turning pages with a heart that stands. I am more for carrying on, for talking to myself until the fear is gone, for loving like I might break in two, for holding the rain like it's something new. We are the cracks in the same old cup, still holding water when the sun comes up. If breaking is another kind of design, then every loss was also mine. Like torn up maps that showed new ways, like burned out nights that lit my days. If falling was the only way to fly, then every no became my sky. Every empty chair, every quiet room was how the garden made its room to bloom. What I thought was just a missing piece was the space I needed to breathe, and all that left me in the cold taught this tired heart to hold. What left me still stayed inside me, like fingerprints I cannot see on the walls of my memory. All the things that walked away still teach my feet to stay. What left me still stayed inside me, and the holes they tore right through. Let a little more light through. We never turned into something loud or final. No sharp arrival, no sudden signal, just quiet changes under skin, where endings soften and begin. Coffee on the counter turning cold, dreams in secondhand denim, ripped and old.
We talk in circles till the night gives in. Two half-finished stories on the same old wind.
We are not fixed in what we've done, not finished lines beneath the sun. Each moment loosens what we were and lets something truer occur. Like
Polaroids fading in the rain, we blur the edges of our pain. I'm learning how your silence speaks, how love shows up in the smallest leaks. We don't rush, we don't resist, we just breathe inside this mist. We are still becoming something soft, like the dust that dances in the loft. Not everything needs to resolve or stop. We're a song that never hits the drop. In the space between what is and will be, there's a place where we are free. On the knife edge of maybe we sway, letting almost be enough today. No need to arrive all at once. Becoming is done in gentle runs, like rivers carving stone so slow. We don't feel the moment that we grow. I'm not your ending, not your start. You're just the echo in my heart. We hold our fears in paper cups, spilling a little as we open up. If life is never fully defined, then softness is how we survive time. We're midnight trains that skip the stop, clouds that never have to drop. If every scar is just a map, then every heartbreak is a lap around the sun, around the ache. We crack, we glow, but do not break. We are still becoming something soft, like whispered prayers in a parking lot. Not everything needs to resolve or stop. Some doors stay open when they're locked. In the space between what is and will be, there's a trembling holy in between. On the rooftop of what might have been, we raise a glass to starting again. We are still becoming, like a film stuck on the sweetest frame. We are still becoming, calling each other by our middle names. We are still becoming, like headlights fading into dawn. We are still becoming, and that is enough to carry on.
Like conversation breaks in quiet ways, like coffee cups from colder days. Lipstick ghosts on porcelain rim, our silence fills the room to the brim.
We don't reach for what we can't repair,
We trace the cracks and call it prayer.
like weathered paint on window frames.
We live inside these half-known names.
I used to think love had to be right, folded and pressed, all edges white. A solved equation on a page, a perfect script for every stage.
But some things breathe when left alone, like seeds that split beneath the stone.
Not every tear must fall in vain.
Some broken glass still holds the rain. No urgency, no final line, just traffic noise and borrowed time.
We don't have to fix this love tonight,
Let it exist without being right.
not Not every fraction needs to be whole. Some things just learn how to hold. We don't have to name what we became. Two shadows dancing in a window frame. The office lights don't know our shame, but they still burn just the same. But they still burn just the same. We speak less to understand more. I leave my keys outside your door. Not every ending is a closed door. Some quiet goodbyes asked for nothing more. Your laughter lingers in my clothes. The flower dies, the garden grows. We are the ache we chose to keep. The city hums while strangers sleep. If love is not a thing we saw, then maybe we just evolve. Like midnight trains that never stay. We come, we pass, we fade away. If every scar could speak our name, the walls would blush, the lights would flame. We're just a song the night once played on speakers that forgot our face. We don't have to fix this love tonight. Let it be wrong and still feel right. Not every story needs an end. Some pages fold, some letters send. We don't have to make the pieces fit. We're bigger than the shape of it. The office lights don't know your name, but they still shine above our blame. They flicker on our could-have-beens, our tangled hearts, our tired sins. We're just a rumor in this town, a whispered truth when lights go down. So we stay without fixing anything, like a song half heard through a paper-thin wall. Like a late night call you don't return at all. So we stay, two ghosts beneath fluorescent rain. The office lights don't know your name, but I still mouth it all the same. We stop gripping moments like they break away, like catching falling snow that melts the same day. Letting time exist without rehearsed lines, just coffee going cold and your knee touching mine. No countdown ticking in our hands, just learning how a quiet heart understands. Your record spinning soft in the half-lit room, two shadows on the wall making their own moon. I used to think love meant not letting go, white knuckle on the wheel through every bend in the road. But everything alive needs room to grow. Even roses hate a fist that holds too close. So I loosened what I swore to keep, and found my breath again in broken sleep. Like water in my fingers, it slipped and stayed in puddles on the floor where the truth was laid. We didn't lose it, we learned its shape, like learning where the shoreline ends and where begins the open waves. We learned how to stay without holding tight, like stars that never touch and still make light. To be close without controlling light, letting shadows fall where they want at night. Not chasing, not afraid to fall, answering softly when the distance calls. No chains, no map, no curtain call, just being here, that's all. What we stopped holding didn't disappear, it
Just learn to breathe in thinner, clearer air, like smoke that finds a window on its own. Our love filled every corner of this worn-out home.
We were rain on the same cracked street, different drops, but where they landed we'd meet. You humming in the kitchen, me lost in a song to quiet metronomes, keeping time all night long. If love survives without demand, then we are already in its hands. If every open door means you're free to leave, then every time you stay is a miracle to me. We're postcards curling on a faded string, old Polaroids that still remember everything. If letting go's the price of something true, I'd pay it every day and still choose you. We stay like a record skip we've both grown to know. We stay like the street light glow on the midnight snow, and we let it stay too. No promises carved in stone, just the simple truth. We stay, and the staying feels brand new.
We don't close things the way we used to do. No final lines, no clean-cut truth, just a hinge that quietly sways between old ghosts and newborn days.
Coffee cups on the windowsill, half warm, half cold, but standing still. Every silence, every sigh hangs like dust in the morning light.
I stopped locking every ending tight. Some things need space to rewrite. Left the boxes half untied. Let the waves decide the tide.
Every never that we said
still turns over in my head.
Not everything must fade or stay. Some things just drift and lose their way. We don't force forever, we allow what's real. We hold on so lightly to what wants to heal. We leave the door slightly open, not waiting, not hoping, just letting the unknown breathe through, like the wind in an old house room. We leave the porch light burning for every lost returning. If the night wants to carry you through, there's a crack in the dark just for you. Just for you.
What returns will know its way.
What stays will choose to stay.
I fold your name into a prayer.
Let it float like smoke in the midnight air.
If love is just a passing train, I'll
sit here listening for your name.
every echo down the hall
Is a maybe, is a please just call.
If you need to go,
Then go,
I'll still sweep the fallen snow from the welcome mat outside,
keeping space for changing tides.
if you ever turn around, you'll know it by the sound of my heartbeat
Through the floor, softly reaching for the door. What is written, what is torn, still can feel a little warm. If openness is all we need, and that's enough to make us breathe. If goodbye is just a word, let it fly like a tired bird. We're a house on a quiet street, two worn hearts, one patient beat. If door slightly open, not waiting, not hoping, just letting the unknown breathe through, like a song you once almost knew. We leave the porch light burning for every slow returning. If the night wants to carry you through, there's a crack in the dark just for you. The door stays open. 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 Softly, like a movie fading slow, while the credits start to roll. If you're ever passing by and you feel that old reply, you'll find the handle where it's always been, halfway out and halfway in.
The road doesn't rush to prove us right. It just continues out of sight. Each step feels small, but still it moves away from everything we couldn't prove.
I've carried ghosts inside my chest, old conversations, no more breath.
The rearview mirror hums with doubt,
But every mile it fades back out.
I start measuring how fast I change. Growth doesn't answer to being arranged.
Even slow is still a shift,
A quiet, steady, emotional lift.
I used to chase a finish line, like peace was something I could time. Now I collect the cracks and scars, like constellations in the dark.
We don't need speed,
We need direction
we just need faith.
to keep connection.
We walk forward
Even if it's slow, through places only movement knows. Not perfect, not complete, not done, just farther than where we begun.
like raindrops
Carving out a stone, we turn this distance into home. We're not who we were years ago. We walk forward, even if it's slow. Even if it's slow.
Every step rewrites what stays behind.
I lose old versions of my mind,
Even hesitation is still a line.
scribbled proofs that we're alive.
The night is long, but still it turns.
We want more hands on lessons burned,
The smallest motion, soft and low.
can still outshine the afterglow.
If progress doesn't need applause, then we are already, because we're broken crayons, colored hands,
Still drawing futures in the sand.
If healing doesn't need a stage, then whisper steps can turn a page. We're learning how to love the cracks.
The golden seams that bring us back. We walk forward even if it's slow, through places only movement knows. Not perfect, not complete, not done, just farther than where we begun.
Like sunrise
Bleeding into gray, we find new words for yesterday. We're not who we were years ago. We walk forward, even if it's slow.
still moving,
Still here, heart open, half clear.
one foot in front of one afraid.
I choose you even when I'm late.
I thought we ended in quiet mistakes, like something fragile that finally breaks. Like a glass heart dropped on kitchen tile, shattered between us piece by piece, mile by mile.
I kept replaying every scene,
like an old film reel stuck on dream.
but I was reading us so wrong,
like a language where I hummed along,
tracing subtitles in my head to all the words we left unsaid.
I gave you meaning you couldn't receive, not because you didn't believe, but because we spoke in different signs. Same emotion, different crooked lines. I wrote you poems you never read.
You changed the ending in your head.
We were two radios out of tune,
humming different songs to the same pale moon.
I spoke in weather, you spoke in roads.
You felt the distance, I felt the loads
of every promise I couldn't keep,
counting confessions instead of sleep. Nothing was missing, just misread in time. We tangled the truth between your heart and mine. We were not broken, just untranslated. Two worlds softly miscreated. Not wrong, not lost, not out of reach, just different ways to speak.
Like prayer and whisper, shout inside.
Two constellations in the same dark sky.
Not saints, not sinners, not a grand defeat, just different ways
to speak.
You heard endings where I stayed, I heard forever start to fade, like headlights turning off too soon.
Like a phone that never buzzed past noon.
I called it space, you heard goodbye.
You saved your tears,
I saved my pride.
I heard promises in your quiet.
You heard
warning in my riot. I kept your sweater, lost your name.
You kept the music, killed the flame.
We were two sides of the same soft tape, echoes on a half-lit lake, talking in circles round what we meant, paying love in a foreign rent.
If love is a language built from air, then misunderstanding is always there. Like smoke signals and pouring rain, like writing I love you on a window pane. If
hearts are houses made of sound,
then every silence shakes the ground.
Your quiet cut me like a knife,
but it carved out room inside my life,
to hear the small things slow and true,
to hear myself and not just you.
Your silence taught me how to listen to the spaces where the words were missing, to the heartbeat hiding in the noise, to the way I trade my truth for poise. I learned to hear my own soft plea in the lonely ache
of an empty sea.
Your distance turned my volume down.
I heard my fears in every town.
I learned that love is more than speech.
It's how we hold what we can't reach.
In every pause and every wait,
I heard the echo of our fate.
We were not broken, just untranslated. Two dreams barely illustrated. Not wrong, not lost, not out of reach, just different ways to speak.
Now I can hear the quiet rain
falling on our window pane.
Your silence taught me how to listen.
To love is more than just admission.
Not saints, not sinners, just
incomplete. Two rough drafts that couldn't meet.
We weren't broken, spoken,
We were never decoded,
just pages folded.
words erode.
But in the hush you left behind,
I found the language of my mind.
your silence taught me how to listen. You leave and turn the volume down,
And in the static of what's missing,
I finally heard my own heart sound. The page stays open, but nothing moves inside. Your thoughts keep folding where they try to hide.
numbers on paper like rain on glass, all blurred together too fast to pass.
Your coffee's gone cold, but your pulse is loud. You're lost in a quiet, invisible crowd.
The pen in your hand feels heavier than stone, trying to draw a map back home.
I see you staring through what you don't know, like answers should arrive when you need them so. But not every question is meant to resolve. Some nights are just meant to dissolve. You wear every doubt like a second skin, like if you don't solve it, the dark will win. But sometimes the bravest, most beautiful part is letting the puzzle fall out of your heart.
We don't force meaning, we let it breathe. Let the night be broken and still believe. You don't have to understand tonight. Let the weight fall out of the fight.
We can sit where the pressure slows and let the moment not need to know.
We'll hold the pieces, not the plan. Let the waves erase the lines in the sand. If all we have is a hand in a hand, you don't have to understand.
No need to turn confusion into blame. Even silence doesn't stay the same. Like a record crackling soft and low, we change a little with every glow.
You're a half-healed scar in the pale moonlight, still here, still tender, but you're holding tight.
You're a flicker on the edge of dawn, almost gone, but you're carrying on.
If learning takes its time to land,
then rest is part of the plan.
like a movie that fades before the end. We don't need the credits to pretend. If the stars can hang with nothing to prove, we can be the ones who never have to move. You don't have to understand tonight. Let the questions fall out of sight. We can lie where the shadows bend, and let this moment just be a friend. We'll let the heartbeat lead the way, even if the words have nothing to say. It's enough that you're here in the light. You don't have to understand. Just stay here, no explanation needed. We'll watch the ceiling catch the light, and let tomorrow take its time. Tonight.
Silence didn't feel like nothing at all. It felt like rain that refuses to fall.
like thunder stuck somewhere behind the sky, like a goodbye that never learned to say goodbye.
I kept reaching for words that won't stay. They broke like waves, then folded away. I searched your face like a half-read page, and every look was a line I couldn't age.
I wasn't hiding, I was just slow. Some truths don't arrive when you wanna know. Like winter taking its time to leave, like faith that lingers when you still don't believe.
I learned to speak in pauses in air, in coffee gone cold in an empty chair, where meaning exists but isn't declared, where the things I felt were the things I spared.
We didn't miss it, we learned it differently. You heard the thunder, I heard the waiting sea. Your silence taught me how to listen, like a prayer without a religion. Not every truth needs permission to carve its name in my intuition. Some voices live between the lines, like constellations in closed eyes, where nothing speaks but still defines the way a breaking heart stays kind.
You said it all without a word, louder than anything I've heard. In every breath you held inside, I heard the part of me that never cried. What I thought was distance was just another form of presence, like a shadow that only proves the light, like the dark that makes the stars look bright.
What you called my quiet was me surviving the riot. I was stitching all my scattered parts in the worn out lining of my heart.
We were two ghosts in the same small room,
Humming different versions of the same sad tune.
If sound is only half of what is real, then quiet is how we learn to feel. Like film that flickers with no score, letting every heartbeat be the underscore.
If love is more than what we say, it's in the leaving and the staying anyway. In every door half closed, half open wide, where we stood afraid but didn't hide.
Say nothing, stay near, let the silence pull us clear. All the noise falls through the floor, and what we don't say, I hear you more, and I hear you now. Even when you're still
in the spaces my words can't fill,
in the late night hum of the windowsill, I hear you now. In every echo I once called wrong,
in the quiet you were there all along.
your silence was the truth beneath the sound.
And in that hush, it's me you finally found.